Y'all already know what's up. These cuts is being made. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna let a few of y'all go ahead and get up in here before we get to all of these moves that Lovey Smith and Nick Casario is making right now. The roster is shaping up pretty well. Y'all make sure that y'all get in the chat. Brody, what's good, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in too. If you're in the Discord, let everybody know I'm live right now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, what's good, bro? Jers Rue, Smokey, Jason Ness, what's good? Lawnmower Man, what up? Hit that like button. Tenacious, what's good, bro? Nah, Marlon Mack needs to go. He was costing too much money anyway. Marlon Mack needs to go. Man, yeah, it's been a minute, man. I just did a video the other week, man. I said I was gonna be being a little bit more active on this channel. You know, Nick Casario and Lovey Smith, making sure that that's gonna be the case with the moves that they making. So I'm gonna wait for like 4 more people to go ahead and well, 3 more people to go ahead and come in here. You know, if you're part of the Discord, let everybody know I'm live right now. Darren, what up? What up? Ask me, what's good, bro? He could. We're gonna see. I mean, cuts ain't done yet, Smokey, so, you know, he very well might be on the list. But we're gonna talk about it, bro. Just waiting on one more person. One more. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into it. We're only gonna be 2 minutes into the video. T-Real, what's good? J Boogie Tennessee, what's good, bro? Brian Lewis, what's good? Well, let's just know. Everybody that we've been hoping that was gonna get cut is now cut. TJ Weaver, what's good? Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, bro. Man, Dameon Blacklock bitch ass is gone. Thank you, bro. This dude sucks. Bro, I didn't like the pick initially when we made it, hence the reaction, you know, during the COVID year when that draft had happened. That's why I laughed. Everybody was like, bro, he a great pick. Talking about he the next DJ Reader. Bro, no, he ain't. DJ Reader was just in the Super Bowl making an impact. I understand the year before he ended up getting hurt, but that boy is straight dookie stains. Bro, it was way more, but we could have had fucking Jonathan Taylor. We could have had Jonathan Taylor, who was the very next pick. Don't say that Ross Blacklock was a great pick and what he was doing at TCU. He wasn't nothing but a motherfucking run stuffer anyway. We should have kept Jadeveon Clowney if we needed a run stuffer. But I digress. Man, what's good with everybody, man? Y'all falling up in here, man. Man, appreciate that. T-Real, what's good? Michael Shelton, what's good? But yeah, boys dookie stains, bro. Marlon Mack got cut. I am so happy and I am glad to know we got a GM who is not finna sit on having bad players and ineffective guys on this roster. I told y'all, if you are a part of the Discord, before training camp happened, before any preseason game happened, I told y'all, Dameon Pierce is going to be the #1 running back on this roster. Do I need to say more? Like, I know y'all seeing this man running on. I know y'all see what he was doing every time he touched the ball. He was like one of the top-rated rookies. He was the best rookie running back in the preseason. I understand it's preseason. But when you look at the level of patience, when you see how he fights for the ball at the next level, and the fact that after first contact, he doesn't go down on top of what he can do in pass pro, that's everything. That's all the reasons as to why he was drafted in the first place. Great pick. Great scouting by the Houston Texans for doing this. I will say the Sauce had a little bit something to do with it because we've been saying we wanted a lot of players, and I don't find it to be a coincidence that just about every prospect that we wanted on this football team in some capacity, regardless of the round that they got them, I could say like the first 6 picks were guys that everyone from the Sauce was pretty much all in on. But I digress. Jalen Camp is probably one of the only cuts that, and Quisenberry. but that was the fullback though. The center didn't get cut, so I see the running back Quisenberry got cut. I'm just waiting on Rex Burkhead to get cut because there could be some incoming in terms of receivers. Chris Conley got cut. Um, who else got cut? Max Sharperin, he's gone. He had a horrible preseason. He hadn't been playing well, and ever since his rookie year, he hasn't been playing well anyway. So good riddance to him. Um, who else did we have that was gone? I already said Chris Conley. Marlon Mack's gone. At least we got some picks for Ross Blacklock. Shout out to the Minnesota Vikings for going ahead and making that trade. We got a 6 and a 7 back for him. Yeah, I want Mims too. DeMarcus was good, bro. Yeah, I want Mims too. I want Mims too. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Mims in that draft. Yeah, Tyler Johnson just got cut. I know a lot of cuts are still even gonna be made as this video is going on. Some more cuts that I think that should happen when it comes to this rock. Yes, we did. We got a 6 and a 7. I want to see, bro. Just stop it. Nico ain't get cut. Tyler Johnson, Mims or Tyler Johnson. We gave him a 6. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He ain't on this roster no more. And that's all we can hope for. The moves, the appropriate moves are being made for this football team. And this 53-man roster is shaping up pretty good. Like, they're going to have depth. I like the fact that Derek Rivers, because I see Derek Rivers is already on, they placed him on some, injury reserve, or not injury reserve, but, they pretty much stashing him right now. So I'm glad to see that he's going to be a part of this team. Dude, Brian smoking. Ryan Mims was good. I don't know what he was on. Antoine Smith, yeah, he is, bro. I don't know, bro. Nikki Scissors is on a fucking tear right now. He out here making big moves. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you've pretty much gotten rid of nobody on this team, with the exception of Titus Howard, is a part of that 2018, 2009, that 2019 draft. He's the last one. And if he can't play well this year, I see him being gone too. So Titus Howard is definitely on the chopping block because everyone from that class, Lonnie Johnson, it's crazy that Titus Howard is going to be the last one. Oh, Blacklock, he got traded to the Vikings. And I see people, the Vikings fans, they loving it. I'm like, bro, y'all have no idea. Bro, at the NFL level, he is not what y'all think he is. Yeah, it was easy for him to look like that in the Mountain West, against talent. We got a pick back. Couldn't PPM mean Wallow or Chris Harris going to be another linebacker next to Kersey and Gruger Trill. Yeah, D-Hop will still be here if we had Nicky. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. Rio just dropped it in the chat. I think they said we traded him a 6 and we got a 7 back, and they took him from us. It don't matter. He offered the roster. Yeah, he offered the roster. We couldn't be more thankful, bro. We couldn't be more thankful. Rex Burkhead, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to stay on this team. I don't think he should stay on this team after what we just seen him do in the preseason. I know I just seen somebody was like, we kept Rex Burkhead over Marlon Mack. Bro, Marlon Mack was not going to give you anything on this football team. He couldn't even get it done like that with Quentin Nelson and that O-line that he had. The best season that he had was 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. We need more production than that. And at the end of the day, that's solid for the touchdowns. That's solid for a number 2 running back, which I'll give you. A starter, I genuinely believe starters should make anywhere between their low floor to me for any top 10 running back needs to be anywhere from 10 to 13 tugs a year. That's on me. That's just what I think. But Dameon Pierce definitely exhibited the skill set that we're going to need going forward. He's going to be a playmaker. He may not hit a whole lot of home runs. He may get some 20, 30, 40. He might even break off a 50 or 60-yard run, and he might get caught. But it just depends on his angle, and it just depends on the angles of the defense to see if He can hit some home runs. And you know what? We're gonna do a season preview probably right tomorrow. I'll be doing a season preview with Spitz tomorrow, Ray and Wise, and we're gonna be talking about that. So we're gonna give some predictions as far as everything's gonna go, but I'm gonna try to keep it to the cuts. For this football team and how the roster is actually shaking up, because this is the topic of the day. But definitely we'll go ahead and we'll put that video out as well. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Yeah, he good on inside, outside. He's very patient. He reads the blocks well. He lets the O-line make the creases for him, and he makes the right decision. And he does not go down on first contact. That is something since we haven't had, since Arian Foster has been gone, we have not had a running back who could get through the gaps. Well, I take that back. Carlos Hyde, when he in the limited time that we had Carlos Hyde, because Carlos Hyde and Dameon Pierce would have been an absolute bro, especially the way that he was running in the 2019 season. That would, yeah, I'm still on IG, bro. I got two different pages. My other page, I don't know what's going on with it, but I got another one. I'll drop it when I'll drop it probably a little later. Yeah, but I don't understand, bro. Cuts are still being made, bro. Like, Carlos Hyde, when he was here, he didn't go down on first contact. When you see the David Johnsons, when you see this, when you see that, like, these dudes are standing up. They are running over dudes. He's making nice little shifty moves. His feet are quick. You know what I'm saying? He runs with tenacity. He knows his purpose. And at the end of the day, it's him and Kenyon Green are going to be the greatest benefactors this season to Davis Mills. When you look at the way that Davis Mills played over the preseason, the moment that he didn't have a competent running back in the lineup while he was taking his reps, his play suffered tremendously. You know, the way his drops were, his anticipation of throws, you know, his technique overall, his throwing motion was wonky. You know, he's gangly. It's just, he just is not the guy to be able to get it done without a superb amount of talent. You could just see he's one of those guys. He needs a super team around him to be able to win games. That's the only way he's even going to look remotely competent. He's still going to make some mistakes. He's still going to have some mental breakdowns, because that's just what he is right now. Drip Driscoll, bro, got cut. Bro, this is a cut. Bro, I'm glad you brought him up. Drip Driscoll got cut. They cut him. They cut him, bro. They cut him. I like what he was doing. But honestly, Kyle Allen, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up bringing Driscoll back. Yeah, they cut him, bro. Make sure y'all go ahead and y'all hit that hut. Bro, Debo, what's good, boy? We're going to be all right this year, bro. Hey, the last couple of years, bro, it's been looking real bad for us, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. Like, the likes ain't went up in like over 5 minutes, bro. Hit the like button, bro. I want to get more people in on the conversation. The only way this is going to happen is if y'all hit the like button, bro. Do me a solid. Man, everything good, bro. It's been a minute. Feeling real good about the team this year. Nick Casario is putting in work. Lovie Smith, I'm loving the way that he has commanded his football team. You know, it looks like it's gonna be. I'm not sold on Pep Hamilton. I've never been sold on Pep Hamilton. I was paying very close attention when he was in Indy. You know what I'm saying? And he had Andrew Luck for all those years, and he couldn't really get them over the hump. And he had horrible play calls even then. You know, and it's kind of a reminder as far as you know, you know, I don't really like the way he's calling plays. I can tell I'm not gonna like it. I can tell it's not gonna be anything exotic. It's not even gonna be anything fun to watch. I think the players, once they catch the ball and they make contact inside of the run, that they'll be able to do it, you know, make the game look good. But as far as the actual play calls and the designs as itself, I'm not gonna be that thrilled. Are we gonna yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm here, bro. I'm here. Show my bro some. Yeah, bro, hit that like button, bro. Y'all falling up in here, bro. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. It don't take nothing. This is, yeah, OJ Howard. I take a fly on OJ Howard. OJ Howard, Denzel Mims. I was looking at the tracker of a couple of teams that they had before here. I don't understand it either. Bro, he like 6'7", 260. Great vertical, great hands. I don't know if he's not getting the opportunities or he's just not excelling at the NFL level. It could be both, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really paid too much attention to him. He's definitely a guy that if you need, you need, some guys to be able to, check out what's going on, then this is definitely what we're going to need, bro. We're going to need exactly some playmakers. Everybody's talking about Alex Leatherwood and this and that. I haven't looked at the man. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some consultation with Ray to go ahead and see exactly what that's about. But, we'll definitely see what's going on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check him out, but if he's gonna be at the guard spot, he got to be at the right guard spot, to be next to Titus. Kenyon Green's already locked in. We're seeing exactly what he's gonna be able to do. Hopefully, if everything he can just stay healthy, and everybody, everybody's gonna have growing pains at some point in time. But the way that this roster is showing up, all the guys who were getting off on the defense and the front seven with the pass rush. I'm not sure if Mims get cut. If we do get Mims, we're going to have to probably trade for him, which is probably why they ended up making the trade, because they can be able to throw in the extra pick that they got from the Minnesota Vikings and throw that into the trade to the Jets. I think the Jets have enough at wide receiver that they know that some people are going to come calling for Denzel Mims. So he's definitely a player that I like, that I've always wanted on his team. He reminded me of a younger DeAndre Hopkins when he was coming out of college at Baylor. So it's just one of those things where I think he just deserves a chance to be able to get on the field and be a part of the offense. If you call on him, I think that he can be able to make plays. He has had some injuries, some things that hasn't went his way, but worse than the injuries that he suffered is the opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised if Vikings want the Rager, because Rager needs a chance somewhere else. They haven't used him right in with the Eagles either. They haven't used him right. It's not that he hasn't made plays. They haven't really used him right. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people are probably going to end up being on the move. This offseason is shaping up for a lot of teams. And, we were never going to be in the running for Jimmy G anyway. I was never worried about Jimmy G becoming a Texan. The only way I see that is if they in win mode now, and they're not in that right now because they want to check out their roster. Plus, they want to go ahead and capitalize on the rest of these picks, because if you get Jimmy Garoppolo, this team definitely goes to the playoffs. And, this team exceeds expectations, because one thing that Jimmy Garoppolo is a winner. I don't care what people got to say about Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo been winning games every time his number has been called for two franchises. Man, Footballer 503, what's good, bro? What do you make all these weird wide receivers? And bro, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Conley gone. Jalen Camp is the only one that I'm kind of like, bro, why'd they do that? Sharpen gone? Yeah, I'm glad he gone. I'm glad Ross Blacklock gone, and I'm definitely glad Marlon Mack gone. Yeah, like I never wanted Marlon Mack here anyway. When that pick was made, I was just like, I never liked Marlon Mack. I don't like his name. I don't like, he just don't sound like a running back. Dameon Pierce sound like he's supposed to tote the rock. He sounds like he's going to make plays. I knew he was going to make plays, and when you look at his tape and the fact that he was underutilized at Florida because their running back room was very deep, I find no reason. And then the fact that he got low mileage. You know what I'm saying? He ain't taking no real punishment or nothing like that. He been dishing out the punishment, and when his number is called, he's always ended up making the right amount of plays for his football team. So, yeah, I was saying we weren't going after him. I knew we wasn't. I said the Texans made the Niners resign. Oh yeah, definitely, because they like, well, if we don't have the right shit with Trey Lance right now, if he still needs some growth, because I think ultimately Trey Lance is going to be a fantastic quarterback in this league. You know, he may need a little bit more time to be able to develop. Maybe, you know, the preseason, you know, was just one of those things where he's looking bad, and then when the season starts, that's when he's going to come to life. That happens to a lot of players, regardless of position. You know, they look real bad, you know, except for Davis Mills. Davis Mills is not going to be anything more than what we've already seen of him. He's going to continue to make the same mental errors. He's still not going to be all these numbers and talking about he's doing this, he's doing that. Every time we see this man try to roll out of the pocket, he getting sacked for a loss, a big loss at that, 5-6 yards on average. So at the end of the day, I'm not worried about Davis Mills. I want him to suck real bad just so we can have top picks. You know, Deshaun is not going to end up coming back to be able to play until like week 12, week 13 anyway. So I think one of his first games is going to end up being against the Houston Texans. You know, I know people are going to be lining up for that. So we're going to be able to get that action. I don't understand. Yeah, Conley got cut. Shout out to Scrooge and Ghost. Yeah, he got cut, bro. Yeah, he gone. Him, Sharpen, Mac, Marlon Mack, they all gone. How you feel about Agmawala, our running back? Oh yeah, he's been here. You talking about Dari? He's been here before. He ain't nobody new. We've had Dari on here when Bill O'Brien was here before. He ain't nobody new. He's solid. He all right, but he ain't gonna make nobody's roster though. He's just not gonna be able to get the challenge. I mean, he's just not gonna be able to get the chances to really be able to come in and make a because what are you gonna trust him on? What are you gonna put him in on first down? What are you gonna do? You gonna put him in on second down, third down? Definitely not. Especially with the way that Dameon Pierce is run blocking. Yeah, they cut Conley. He gone, bro. D-May Houston. Yeah, he gone, bro. Purple Drink, what's good, bro? Y'all falling up in here today. Maybe I just dropped the video right at the right time because people getting off of work and stuff like that. So, yeah. J-Pack, what's good, bro? Davis warming the seat for Anthony Richardson. Nah, he warming the seat for Will Anderson. And depending on what the Browns do this year, you know, because they not going to win no games with no Jacoby Brissett. They got a rough schedule this year. Jacoby Brissett is not going to be the guy. Plus, he get hurt anyway. So, he not a guy that you're going to be able to rely on. Tell footballer to unblock me. You miss him. You tell him, bro. He see you right here. Famous Devil, man, what do we need to do? What we going to do in wide receiver and second running back? Burkhead trash. They got a few guys out there. They still got a bunch of moves that can be made. It's a lot of things that can be going on. Yeah, I seen Max Borghi. Borghi got cut. You know, there's some people from some other teams who ended up, you know, who gonna more than likely not making their roster. You know, guys like Trey Sermon. You never know. Keep an eye on him for, you know, for the 49ers. The 49ers got a deep running back room. You know, ain't no telling even with the Ravens. The Ravens got a deep running back room. Yeah, Burkhead can block. I think that's a major reason why they keeping him. If he couldn't block, if he couldn't pass block, he wouldn't be here. If it was solely off of him and his running skills, he wouldn't be here. And I think the fact that, you know, Nick Caserio has a relationship with him from New England is a major key why he's still here too. If it wasn't for that, because at the end of the day, you invested far too much money in the offseason in Marlon Mack, and you had to cut Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack was not the guy. He wasn't going to be the one to be able to come in and spell Dameon Pierce when needed, because they saw how I know the reason he got cut, and it was because of first contact. He could not break first contact. He was going down too damn quick. If the hole wasn't clean, and if the O linemen weren't keeping the hands off of him, and y'all know what y'all need to do? Y'all need to hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button. It's free. Hit the dislike button. I don't care, bro. Do something. Show me that y'all engaging. Yeah, Eric Murray gone? He gone? I haven't seen it. I ain't seen it yet. I know if Rio coming here, and if anybody from the South, bro, or anybody who's in the Discord, go ahead and if he gone, then that's absolutely work, bro. Bro, if Eric Murray is gone, bro, that's gonna be fantastic. Please tell me that that's a reality, because that dude sucks. And at the end of the day, he having streaming issues where he at. I don't know. Yes, I hope that's true. I can't see it right now because I'm already doing online. If I had my other phone, then I would probably be able to check to see if that's cool. OG77013, what's good, bro? I would have rather cut Rex than Mac. No, you keep Rex only because of the pass blocking. Clarence, what's good, bro? I saw something about it. Don't see whole news as gold. Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah. Probably got to check on Twitter. You know what I'm saying, and check on the NFL website. You know, because you can't do anything on the Texas website because they don't be updating their stuff on time. Everybody else outside of the Texans organization always reports the news before the Texans end up putting in anything. So be on the lookout for that. But Eric Murray is definitely going to be in the running. I have no doubts. If Marlon Mack is gone, if Sharpen is gone, and if Blacklock is gone, he definitely gone. I would have over Royce Freeman. Yes, a lot of guys, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of deep running back rooms across the league. It's a lot of guys. We probably going to have to pick up 2 running backs because I think depending on who becomes free, Rex Burkhead might not even be here. And as far as Blacklock, at least Lonnie made plays. At least Lonnie made some plays. At least when coaching, last year, Lonnie got a little better. Blacklock never got better, regardless of who was there. Like, if he wasn't playing defensive end, like, bro, he got way too many penalties. He a penalty machine. He gonna set you back. Like, every time the defense was making Owens. I love Jonathan Owens. Bro, Jonathan Owens is that dude, bro. Like, I fucks with him. Jonathan Owens, Traymon Smith, Stingley, Petrie, Desmond King, all them boys gonna be nice. The linebackers finna be flying around and shit. The linebacking core was flying around last year with a minimal front four. Now that you got number 69 that's going to be next to Blacklock, I do not learn his name. I need to learn his name because he was killing shit, bro. He was constantly penetrating the A-gaps, the A-gaps, the B-gaps, the whole preseason. Every time he got a chance to play, he was getting it done. Yeah, once they cut Murray, then it won't really be any it really won't be any weaknesses. Hennish, that's his name. Hennish. There we go. Hennish. Yeah, I fucks with him, bro. I saw it on the wire, on Texas Wire. You saw what on Texas Wire, Purple Drink? Yeah, Hennish, I fucks with him, bro. Texas should try to get Tyron Johnson from the Bucks while receiving Preston Williams from the Dolphins, bro. We loaded it at linebacker, bro. We loaded at linebacker. I think if we ain't loaded at any other position, linebacker and probably defensive line now, probably one of our better, because Jerry Hughes, you got Grenard, you got Hennish, you got Roy Lopez. Of course, you're gonna need some backups. I think you'll probably be able to build some solid depth up. So I think they're gonna definitely try to find us some players who are on the radar, and they probably really checking. They looking at everything, bro. Roquel Paz, man. Appreciate that, man. Go Texans, man. Hey, we in here. Now make sure y'all smash that like button, bro. In this bitch, damn, they cut Mac. Yeah, fuck, man. Fuck Marlon Mack. Point blank period, man. Fuck Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack should have never been a part of this team anyway. And the whole reason he was a part of this team because they didn't know exactly what they was going to be able to do at the running back spot when the draft came. If they didn't address the draft, if they didn't address running back this year, they was definitely going to address it next year and draft either Bijan Robinson or Zach Evans. That was going to have to be the play, and that was going to have to be the play early. They missed out. The Jets jumped them on Breece Hall because I can tell he was a guy that they was definitely going to go get, but it didn't happen. Ray, what's good, fam? Bro, I'm loving these cuts, bro. You got to give it up to Nikki Scissors, bro. I know. I already seen what you said in the Discord, but I know you feeling damn good, bro, about the way that this team is shaping up. Because once he get rid of Eric Murray, bro, he going to be trimmed away so much fat on this team that it's like, yeah, it is refreshing is the word, bro. We haven't felt like this in the sauce in quite some time, which is why I had to make this video, bro. I had to make it because this team is shaping up way too goddamn good. My surprise cut, hands down, is Marlon Mack. Hands down is Marlon Mack. I knew Blacklock was gone. I knew he was gone. I don't like that Drip Driscoll is gone. Man, I was fucking with Drip Driscoll. But I find them, they might pick him back up. Just because some of these guys got cut don't mean that some of them won't be brought back. They could very well either be on the practice squad, or something like that, or they gonna stash somebody. They gonna find this. Somebody's gonna get stashed. That's gonna be Jalen Camp should be on the practice squad. I agree. I think they more than likely gonna end up bringing him back, but you never know, bro. Brian, BBC was good, bro. Johnson should not have been cut. Yeah, I agree, bro. Jalen Camp shouldn't have been cut. Driscoll shouldn't have been cut. But I will say this, Ray. They still kept Quisenberry though. I ain't talking about the running back Quisenberry. You know the Quisenberry I'm talking about. They doing the right thing, and they haven't really made a whole bunch of O-line, and they haven't really made a bunch of O-line moves. A lot of the O-line that they've been able to make outside of Sharpen and a couple of the guys who we already knew of got cut like a week or two ago. So Jabari, what's good, fam? Shout out to everybody in the chat, bro. We appreciate that, bro. It's been a long time, and for me to be able to come back and do my second live video in the last week or so, and it's already like 60 of y'all up in the chat, bro. That's major love, bro. I know y'all been waiting on it. We got a couple more things that we're gonna be dropping pretty soon. Yeah, the defense is going to end up looking damn good. I think the O-line is going to take a major step, at least from the left side. I think the right side may end up playing a little bit of, might have average play. If they can play above average, then that will be good. Yo, share it on Twitter too, bro, because we want to get more people in, bro. Shout out to Ashmill, bro. Make sure y'all share it on Twitter, share it on y'all Instagram stories. Let everybody know that we online so they can be a part of the conversation and revel in the Nikki Scissors madness, bro. I want to see Dameon do damage. He gonna do damage. He gonna do major damage, bro. I had no doubt about it. Once I seen him, once I really looked at what he did from the tape perspective, it is shaping good, bro. The rotation is fat, bro. You're going to have Rivers. You're going to have Jerry Hughes. You're going to have Grenard. You're going to have Hennish. You're going to have Roy Lopez. Art of Dialogue, bro. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, bro. The greatest Tupac fan, that we see who's doing videos out here, bro. Fantastic interviews. You know what I'm saying? It's even above that. So if y'all make sure that y'all huge Tupac fan, y'all make sure y'all go check out All the Dialogue. Subscribe to all the social medias as well as his YouTube channel. Boy, putting out all of the news that you need to be hearing, bro. And shout out to the rest of the round table. Ray, Wise, Hector, Honcho, Tinny, Spitz, the whole crew. Y'all already know exactly what it is, bro. The D is going to be crazy, especially up front. And the ace in this whole front seven, who we haven't even talked about, who we haven't even really seen on the field, is Christian Harris. I think Christian Harris, bro. Christian Harris. When we seen the way that these guys, these linebackers and these safeties and these corners and these ends is being able to create pressure and be able to loop on the inside and going back to the outside, bro. I'm seeing dudes rush from the outside on like 4-5 technique and coming back in on the inside on like 8 gaps. Bro, like it's crazy, bro. Like, what this defense is doing up front, and they wasn't even doing nothing, like, super complicated, but these dudes were moving so fast. You got guys like Stingley and Petrie. You got veterans. Yeah, Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson is still here. Jonathan Owens is getting it done. Tremon Smith. Desmond King. It's just, bro, this defense is playing fast. Will Harris be D'Amico 2.0? He very well could be. He probably could be. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. He's not gonna be able to diagnose like that early. I don't think he's gonna be able to diagnose like that. But in terms of like physical skill, yes. In terms of how he's seeing the game, because he still got some things that he got to clean up in terms of the run defense. And he can clean his angles up, but I don't think it's gonna take that long. But when you give him about 2-3, I give him on his third year, definitely. Him and Petrie more than likely gonna end up being those guys who's running the defense. Petrie, I think he's doing that right now. He got way too much respect out here, and people are loving him. You see him in on every single play. It's like every time somebody's around the ball, you always see number 5 around the ball, bro. Guys is flying around the field. I have not seen the defense this fast for the Houston Texans, bro, in so long. Like, honestly, it's been 11 years since the 2011 team. That was probably the fastest team on the defense that I've ever seen. And maybe the 17 season, when you look at when we had JD, when we had JD playing and we were in the playoffs with Brock Osweiler, the way that we had the #1 defense under rack. When we had Clowney, the last year we had Vince Wilfork and we had DJ Reader up front, and we had Merciless, and because them dudes was terrorizing dudes that year. We had corners everywhere. So, it's gonna be a sight to see, bro. Yeah, it is. I love his leadership. I love his tenacity, bro. And he has better ball skills. You can see that early. And at the end of the day, I think, the best thing, I can already say he's better than Justin Reed from this standpoint. Justin Reed got the benefit. Now, he'll benefit from playing with Stingley. But from a veteran standpoint, Justin Reed was able to depend on somebody very early in his career, which was Honey Badger. Right out of the gate. So the fact that he doesn't even have an all-pro playing next to him like that, and he already flying around making plays like this early when the season starts, we going to see, because depending on what happens in this Colts game and this Broncos game, is going to determine a whole lot early, because we're going to end up making some season predictions. We're going to end up doing a season preview. We're going to talk about the division and where we see our standings are going to be. Right now, I'm not going to really tip my hand as far as that goes, because we're going to do that in another video. But we definitely going to end up keeping our eyes on, just to see if a couple of more people end up getting cut for this football team. Eric Murray definitely has to be one of them. He's taking entirely too much money. He hasn't given enough production. They're already doing the right things, getting rid of dudes who are not contributing to this football team. I wish a couple of these guys that they could have been traded as well. Like Max Sharpen, I wish he would have got traded, and I definitely wish that Marlon Mack would have got traded. Just so, you could be able to reap some of the compensation back. Whether it was a 5th-round pick, 6th-round pick, I would have been fine with it. But the fact that they not even on this roster speaks volumes as to what this, this front office is starting to do. We're starting to see some real changes. You're starting to see the city of Houston be implemented inside of the organization. You're starting to see Toro on slabs. I wonder why that is. We've been talking about that for years. There ain't no reason he should have been riding on foes years ago. He should have been doing that. Yeah, Kaimi needs to go. Kaimi needs to go. I like the other kicker and what he was doing, but they already cut him. I think they cut him like a week ago. But Kaimi is probably one of the last of the Mohicans as well. He needs to be replaced. People laughed at me when I said Pierce over the other running backs. Bro, you went crazy. I've been saying it. I told everybody. I was telling everybody, bro, he's going to be the #1. When you look at him run, when you see the decisions that he makes, when you see the pass pro, when you see his level of patience, when you see his cutbacks, and when you see that, like, when dudes are combo blocking and when dudes are sealing teams off, and the way that he's able to go back to the backside and make great plays and pick up 6-7 yards, per tote, you can't pass that up. You can't pass that up, and you cannot take a chance on Marlon Mack just because you paid him money. I don't give a fuck. See, this is how Pete Carroll was coaching, 11 years ago. Pete Carroll was coaching this way. Remember when they got Russell Wilson? I forgot that Matt Floor, I forget his name. But remember, they had paid him. The Seahawks had paid him. He was supposed to be their starter. Next thing you know, Russell Wilson showed out in the preseason, and he's been their starter ever since, until they just Matt Flynn. Until they just traded him to the Broncos. He was their starter. No, not Hasselbeck. No, Matt Flynn. The only good thing I remember about Cuban is that 61 yard. Yeah, bro. It's like when he kicks from the right hash, you just like, whoa, what the fuck, bro? Chester Rogers, I believe he was cut. I don't know. You know, no. Was Chester Rogers cut? I want to say he was. I want to say he was, bro. But shout out to everybody, man. God's son, yo, what's good, bro? Oh yeah, I already know what it is, bro. Hey, but hey, we appreciate you anyway, regardless of who you fuck with. You fucking with us right now, and we appreciate it. We definitely need a younger kicker, bro. Um, yeah, he was cut. Yeah, cut on injury settlement. Okay, all right. It's not a real, but I mean, our wide receiver room ain't really that bad. We still got Dorsett. We got Nico. We gonna have Mitchie next year. We got Brandon Cooks. Man, Quentin Tarantino might step up, bro. That's what we call him. We call him Quentin Tarantinos. You know what I'm saying? Some Tarantinos might end up he may end up stepping the fuck up, bro. Austin Deculus should be the starter right tackle. I don't believe in nah, bro. Nah. Austin Deculus does look better at right tackle. I agree. He looks like, but he's more of a swing tackle right now. You got to let him develop a little bit more before he can be the starter at anything. Right now, Titus Howard has to be the right tackle. Yeah, Austin Deculus right now cannot be the starter. Could he see some good time this year? Because it's not like Titus doesn't have an injury history, but he's a guy that could definitely develop. He's gonna get some reps though during the season because he's definitely gonna be a guy that I think that they've invested in, that they see because they love his size. They love his size, and I love his size. He's just gonna have to be able to put some more things together from a technical standpoint, and then he can be able to show out. So he's definitely improved, and he's played much better than we thought that a seventh round player should play thus far. He's gotten in a lot of time. He's gotten in a lot of reps against some good teams. Like because from the left and on the right side. Marcus Goodell, what's good? I didn't expect Sharpen to be cut. I did because he didn't play well. Howard, the best right tackle. Yeah. It's not even close. Yeah, yes. Mills and Pep had me nervous. Yeah, of course. Pep Hamilton just ain't all that, bro. When Justin Herbert and the type of talent that Justin Herbert, and let's be even more real. The Chargers is the most loaded team he's ever had the opportunity to call plays for. You had Keenan Allen. You had a phenomenal defense. You got Austin Eckler running the ball. You got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Justin Herbert is throwing the ball like a fucking maniac. How can't you get it done and look good when you're a part of the Chargers? When he was a part of the Colts, he wasn't doing that shit. He wasn't doing none of that. Yeah, okay. Even in that season, that 2014 season, where Andrew Luck threw for like 40 something touchdowns and he threw for 4,900 yards, he still threw like 30 something picks. You know what I'm saying? He did call the plays. Yeah, he was calling the plays. He was calling the plays for the Chargers, Justin Herbert's rookie year, and he was calling the plays when Chuck Pagano was the head coach of the Colts. You better go back and go research that, bro. I remember. That's why I was never keen on him, because I always watched what Colts fans were saying about him, and we could see it in games when we was playing against him. Bro, a lot of these plays, bro, he's very similar to Chip Kelly. I mean, not Chip Kelly, Bill O'Brien. He's very similar to that. He's very similar to that. He's not that different. Marlon Mack was looking goofy as fuck. Yeah, he was. He had the #1 offense with the Colts. Yeah, bro. Of course. Yeah. He had 1 year. 1 year. Andrew Luck was a fucking beast in 2014. And guess what? They went to the playoffs and got waxed. I think that was the year they finally made it to the AFC Championship, because the first year they went 11-5 or 10-6 the year that he was a rookie. Then they started going on an 11-5 run, and they kept it consistent in like 10-6 for a little while, and then they just fell off like from 2015 to 2018 because the Texans had, resurged as the division leader. Because after the 2014 season, that's the year we had Brian Hoyer and Ryan Mallett, sorry ass. We won the division. We won the division with Brock Osweiler the next year. Then the year after that, the Jags won it. Then we won it with Deshaun 2 years in a row. So really, bro, the Colts haven't been effective in like over 5 years. They just started to resurge as being a better football team over the last 2 years. It hasn't been that long since they started to make some more noise back in the league. So the Colts are still a problem for the Houston Texans, which is why week 1. But when we beat the Colts, it's always because we got a good running game. That just very well may be the key when we play them this year. Because they got JT, we have to be able to get him off of the field. Can we do that? Don't know. Not gonna know. We ain't not gonna know yet. Makes a whole lot of sense. Let me put this to y'all about the O-line. We're one piece away. Yeah, all we need is a right guard right now. Right guard or a better center. If we would have been able, I'm not gonna make too much of a fuss because Kenyon Green, bro, already showed me. Because you can see the talent. The same way I can see the talent with Petrie, Stingley, all of these guys, Pierce, you could say center definitely would be a major upgrade, but you don't have any, unless you're going to trade for a center or unless you're going to actually, I don't see any centers coming out probably within the next 2 years. The guys that me and you looked at from Georgia, definitely. But besides that, I don't really see any centers coming out this year. But we may have to go ahead and be on our due diligence this whole season and be able to scout some guys to see if we can find somebody who at least has good technique, doesn't get pushed back often. Because that's the most you can hope for as a rookie. That dudes can anchor well, dudes got, can flex the knees the right way, and dudes got play with solid technique consistently enough. You're going to get beat every now and then. But if you, as long as that's not the norm, you're great. Leatherwood, don't know much about him. I'm not even going to front. You could talk to Ray, ask Ray about that. He would know better than I would as far as he goes. I'm pretty good with keeping up with guys from the Raiders, you know what I'm saying? Like when they had Osemele and guys like that. I'm not, see, there's your answer right there. Hell no to Leatherwood. There you go. We passed up on Jonathan Taylor for Blacklock. Yeah, who wouldn't be? No, it's not a V-neck, nigga. It's a Buc-ee's t-shirt, bro. Don't be hating, bro. And nigga, if you say you hate Buc-ee's, nigga, go in your truck, nigga, and you know what to do. It's gonna already be a water hose back there, and some diesel fluid. You already know what to do. No way, Vikings fans saying, bro, man, look. The Vikings fans are loving this pick. They are loving that trade. They loving it. They loving it. They are loving it. They are loving it. They are loving it. I'm already on social media talking big shit to them because they don't know exactly what it is they talking about. Allen Lindstrom. Oh, yeah. Did Allen Lindstrom get cut from somebody's team? Allen Lindstrom, that's all you need right there. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. If Alec Lindstrom is out there, go get him. Fix the Texans to make them a contender next year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. This isn't a team. This is just a team we want to see. I want this team to be similar to the 2013 team. We was in the majority of the games outside of the Rams and the 49ers game because we got blown out in those 2 fucking games. Oh, and the Ravens game, we got blown out in that game. So we suffered like 3 blowouts that season. But in just about every single game, because that was the year that Sharp was throwing picks in Case Keenum came out of the gate, and throwing touchdowns and shit like that and was making spectacular plays. And we were in a lot of those games. And the Packers game was the year before on Sunday Night Football. That was the year we went 12-4. That was week 6. I remember that game. I remember watching that game live. That nigga Jordy Nelson was killing us. Him and Aaron Rodgers was acting a goddamn fool that game. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? What was I just saying? Damn, what was I just saying? Now, 2011 was our best year, to be honest. No team we ever had was that ferocious. We had some close the teams that came play the Crows. I think balance, like we were more balanced in 2012 because a lot of dudes was coming off of a fantastic year, and they get because 2011 would have been even greater if Dre didn't get hurt. If Dre didn't get hurt, we was definitely going. We was definitely going to the Super Bowl that year. I know he came back. I know he came back, and we played in the playoffs. But I think we win a few more games that year, if at least 2 to 3 more games, if he's on the field. Lindstrom cut from the Cowboys. Wow, bro, go get him. I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised at that. Cowboys typically don't do shit like that. So, and they know what they doing when it comes to linemen. They know how to draft linemen. I think if you're gonna look at linemen from anywhere, check out guys that come from the Cowboys, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Saints. Um, who else? Who else is pretty good at drafting on linemen? I say the Eagles, um, the Colts right now. Hell, even Tennessee. Tennessee is getting good O line production, has been getting it for like the last like 4 or 5 years. I understand they're starting to get a little older right now. Bro, the Steelers know what the hell they doing at every single level of football. It is no since I was just having this conversation the other night. Since what's his name? What's his damn name? Tomlin. Ever since Tomlin took over, it is not one position they have not been deep at. Um, I understand their team getting older right now, but they know how to draft every single thing on the O line. Only 4 receivers left on the roster. Good. Then that means they're gonna end up adding probably like 2 or more guys. Yeah. Falcons too. Falcons too. Falcons too. Hell, the Bucks. The Bucks got a good ass O line. Um, it's a few more teams out here that's definitely got. Remember the Eagles drafted Andre Dilley? Yeah, we do remember. To his point, though, he hasn't really started a whole lot of games. He has had some injuries, so it's kind of real hard to really judge him. But if you're gonna judge him off of that, then he could definitely be considered a bust just because of the not being on the field. So, I mean, it's tough, and he's been playing out of position and shit like that. That shit matters. I'm not gonna make too many excuses for him, but that shit definitely matters though. Yeah. I mean, if we would have drafted him, he would have been our left tackle. He wasn't gonna be our right tackle. Everybody was saying that Titus was gonna be the left tackle, bro. He was never a left tackle. He always played right tackle when he did play. I couldn't understand that. People was just screaming, "Oh, he's gonna be left tackle, bro." We told y'all he's not playing right tackle. He's not playing left tackle. He's gonna be the right tackle, which he's been since his rookie year. Once they found out that that was the correct position for him, because they would either kick him in the right guard, because when he played on the left side, period, first game against the Jaguars, he was getting destroyed. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of things that would you say the Patriots draft good? Fuck no. Patriots haven't drafted good, and the main reason why is because Bill Belichick he trusts his scouting entirely too much. Now they have drafted when it comes to secondary, like when they get the J.C. Jacksons of the world, when they draft linebackers and D linemen, I'd say yeah. Even they O linemen for the most part, yeah. And when they get running backs, but when it comes to receivers and a couple of positions, they really don't pan out. Mainly receivers. He doesn't. If he doesn't, that's a major reason why Nick Casario is going to be a huge benefit to the Houston Texans, because now the explosive guys he can actually bring in to any football team that he's in charge of. One thing he's really big on. One thing, one of the reports that came out the year that DK was coming out, what was that, the 19 or the 20 season? So the 2019 draft in the second round, they wanted Debo But Belichick took to kill Harry, and there was a real big thing about that behind the scenes. He wanted Debo. I mean, not Debo. Why I keep saying Debo? DK Metcalf. He wanted DK Metcalf bad, and you could see why. But you know, people were talking shit about DK that year. Oh, he's just big. He can only run a 9 route. He's just fast. He's just this. He's just that. And, bro, people don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about. When people get to coming out and certain people get to saying that dudes is bad, and people start piling up, and you start seeing all these videos, and people claim to know what they talking about, and they don't really look at the impact plays, and they don't really look at the whole overview, of how they claim that players skill will translate to the NFL. I'm always leery of people who talk like that. Like when Deshaun Watson came out, not to make it about Deshaun, but when Deshaun came out, y'all seen the shit that they were saying about him, saying he couldn't throw deep, he could do this, he couldn't do that. And we see at the NFL level, he's doing that better than anybody. And I mean anybody. But I digress. Don't want to, trigger people. But as it stands right now, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring the video to a close, man. I appreciate everybody who came through, following, anybody who subscribed, everybody who hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, bro, before I dip out. Yeah, AJ Brown. Yeah, we missed out on a lot of people, bro. We definitely would have hit on some. I think we're gonna end up hitting on some more people, before this run is over with. I think all of the picks that we have, the first round picks, the second round picks that we've accumulated over the next two seasons are definitely going to pay off. I think they're going to be able to put their heads together. We're definitely going to be doing some college scouting throughout the entire season. So we're definitely in the midst of making videos, definitely talk about college players so we can be able to have y'all really excited for the draft when the season is over, depending on what happens to the Houston Texans. You never know. They might just surprise us and make it to the damn playoffs for all we know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? This team funny like that. When you think they shouldn't perform, then they perform. And we just about due to be able to win the division again, because we never really go any longer than 2 years without winning it over the last 10 years or so anyway. So you never know. I'm not hoping that happens, but if it happens, I won't be sad about it. But hey, King Focal, what's good, man? But shout out to everybody, bro, that came through. Infinity, what's good? Jalen Petrie, I can't be mad, bro. Oh, and check us out, bro, on Spit's channel, bro. Me, Wise, and Spitz just dropped a video on his channel last night. So if y'all haven't looked at that, y'all make sure y'all go check that out, bro. It's a fantastic video. It's about 20 minutes long. We were talking about some of the rookies and shit like that. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to Hurts. Got to support the Houston dude. Yeah, bro. Absolutely. Last question. Do we sweep the glass this year? Honestly, bro, we due for a loss. It's been 5 years since they beat us. And they normally beat us like every 4 years. And when they do beat us, they sweep us. If you go back and you go look at every time over the last, 12, 13 years, and if y'all think I'm lying, get on Google. Y'all can be looking at it right now. The Jags have beaten us like every 4 years or so. It seemed like every 4 years, and when they beat us, it's a sweep. You got to hope that you should want them to sweep us, because the Jags is already going to be a horrible team. So if we want to exhaust these picks and then we want to have some top 3 picks, this is what you want. I personally don't want this team to excel. I just want them to be confident, and I want them to be able to show their worth come next year. Because Will Anderson is in the draft. He's my number 1 overall player in next year's draft. We have to get him, pair him up with Gennard, do whatever you have to do to make that happen. If we didn't have the receivers, I definitely say go, depending on what happens with the receivers this year, I say go get Kayshon Boutte. No, Mills is not being slept on because he's not good. He's not good. If he's being slept on, what is he actually good at? The only portion of his game that he's good at, he plays well inside the 20. He doesn't really make that mistakes. He'll throw some touchdowns. That's the only thing I'll say about him. But he actually has to cross the 50 first. He's horrible on third down, poor pocket presence, horrible mechanics, horrible throwing motion, can't throw consistently deep, mid-accuracy is trash. He's easy to figure out. He's too gangly. And he's horrible when he has to make throws outside of the pocket because he hesitates entirely too long when he's rolling out. So if I can say all of that and all this can be exhibited on tape and we all can see it, I don't understand how people are saying that he's being slept on. Everybody has the right to their opinion, but if he is a slept on quarterback, yikes. I don't know how y'all judge quarterbacks. I honestly don't, but it is what it is, bro. Like 10, 15 yards, that's his money maker. So if he gonna carve you up like 6 plays in a row and he can throw between 15 to 20 yards and he can just get those and just drive us down the field that way, because I feel comfortable when he inside the 20. If he's 20 yards or less, that's when he's dangerous. The red zone, I will give him that. Outside of that, he ain't dangerous at all. But I said this for people in for a rude awakening when it comes to Mills, and he had nowhere to hide. I'm just to see how he will perform week 1. Yeah, we're gonna see how he performed throughout the entire season because we haven't seen enough of the bro. Yes, we have. Yeah, we have. I seen enough. I seen enough. I seen enough of Dameon Pierce in training camp before he even played a preseason game to know he was gonna be running back number 1. Guess what? Marlon Mack ain't here no more. Petrie knew he was going to be the truth. Look at what he's doing. Ain't no play he ain't involved in where you don't see his number. Dudes who got it, you know when they got it. Davis Mills ain't got it unless he inside the 20. 20 or less. He ain't it. It be plain to see. His mechanics are far too horrible. The way he looks, it look like he ain't even been playing quarterback long. They say he has. They've been playing in high school. He was the number 1 rated player coming out of this and that. I don't believe that shit at all. I think, if he the number 1 anything anywhere, I already know people don't know how to evaluate quarterbacks. When you saying stupid shit like that, the dude ain't proved nothing. He ain't beat nobody at no level of football, whether he was in high school, whether he was in college, and most certainly not in the NFL. And a lot of these teams that they claim to have beaten last year, like when we beat the Chargers last year, guess who they didn't have on defense? They didn't have Bosa. They didn't have Derwin James. They didn't have a lot of people. This man was up 21-3 on New England, came back and lost, but they saying that he the best rookie quarterback out of last year's class. He couldn't beat Zach Wilson. He couldn't beat Trey Lance, who only played 2 games last year, but somehow he the number 1. Niggas be clowns. Niggas really be clowns. Niggas really be wanting you to believe this. So you mean to tell me this man played 13? He started 11 games, played in 13, and of the 11 starts that this man had, he scored 10 or less points. He got blown out 38-0, bro. He has 3 games. He has like 3 or 4 games where he has 3 points or less. How or why in the fuck should I have any faith in Davis Mills? I don't know where they do that at. I don't know any legitimate starter who, rookie or not, I've never seen a legitimate football player at the quarterback position with 11 plus starts and you only got 27 scoring drives with 16 touchdowns. I don't know where they do that at. And everybody gonna make excuses and blame his personnel. His defense played good enough to be able to get him the ball more. He had receivers out there that he could throw to. I understand he had a run game was the major detriment. But other people have gotten it done with way worse O-lines. Deshaun was getting it done with worse O-lines, and he was getting it done with Chad Henson and Kiki Kuti the year before. So don't give me that bullshit. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear no excuses. Russell Wilson is still getting it done, and he had a horrible O-line for years. I don't want to hear no excuses when it comes to Davis Mills. And this is why I'm so adamant and ready to see him play, because there ain't no excuses that's going to be left for him. Everybody that's saying he good, if he good, what does he do well then? Throw short? What quarterback doesn't? I don't see no play fakes. I don't. What happened? Who got timed out? What did he get timed out for? What did he do? Like people love to like. Okay, yeah, we beat the Titans last year, we beat the Titans last year. That's probably the best game. Yeah, the Chargers, in theory, that's probably the best team that we beat when you really think about what's on the Chargers. But Davis Mills ain't the guy, bro. I want him to have all the opportunities, and he ain't even somebody. I want him to start next year too. I'm saying all this, and I want him to start this year, and I want him to start next year. You know why? Because I want this defense completely solidified. I want Will Anderson. I want Miles Murphy. It's so many combinations what we got. I want bro. Whether you do, regardless, Will Anderson's the number one player, regardless. But then you can either get Keely Ringo. Oh, I was roasting him on Twitter. I was roasting him. You either get Keely Ringo, the corner from Georgia, then you can fuck around and turn around and get Jalen Catalone or somebody like that in the second round, at the top of the second round, to be paired up next to Petrie in the secondary. Bro, you got BJ Ujulari, you got Noah Sewell, you got Jalen Carter from Georgia, you got Miles Murphy with Grenard, bro. Miles Murphy, Grenard, and Will Anderson with Christian Harris. Bro, what? And Hennish. And bro, what? What? And if y'all don't know, y'all better go check these names out, bro. Brian Brees, Kayshawn Butte, bro, Eli Ricks, Jordan Battle, Brandon Joseph. Now I don't even want to be honest, bro. I can hold on until the second round and go get a Will Levis. I can hold out and go get the dude from Florida. Or the dude, you know what I'm saying? So like it's a lot of guys that's like gonna end up falling that dudes ain't even gonna talk about the way you don't even have to draft the quarterback that early. I don't want Stroud or Young. I want him to be able to get us the rest of the compensation that we need, because 2 years is gonna be a dude coming up out of Texas A&M or something like that anyway. So it's just like I'm not even worried about a quarterback next year or this year, because I want the team, when the next quarterback comes in, I want the team to be complete, and the quarterback is the last piece. Plus we're gonna have the money. And we don't know what Baltimore is gonna do with Lamar Jackson because he ain't signed yet. So, you know, shape your roster up, and you're going to have everybody in here who wants to play. They going to come play. But that's my thoughts, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Y'all make sure y'all slap that like button. We have 78 people in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button before I get out. At least let me see the 70 before we get on up out of here. Fifth Legion. Best case scenario is QB Mills succeeding so the Texans can focus on building a team. That's true. That's true. Seeing you like the pick of him in the Fins jersey. Hey, I mean, he more than likely ain't gonna go there. Yeah, but he more than likely ain't gonna go there. But Lamar Jackson is the best option that you have, period. If he's not signed, you do, if him and Quentin Nelson are not signed, you do everything you can to go after one of them. I think with the money that we're gonna end up having, because at the time I think we have 45 million. You either go all out on Lamar Jackson or you go all out on Quentin Nelson. Which one? Don't even care, because they both serve a need to the Houston Texans. And with what I'm seeing from Kenyon Green, and you pair him up with Quentin Nelson, and you put, bro, bro, Quentin Nelson. If you put Quentin Nelson next to Laramie Tunsil, and then you put Kenyon Green next to Titus, Jesus Christ, bro. It's gonna be a crazy situation, bro. But I'm finna get on up out of here, man. I'm finna get ready to eat. Got some things I gotta take care of. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Y'all can post any of y'all any reactions or anything like that on y'all on social media platforms. Make sure that we get other people involved in the conversation. I'm gonna be the video gonna post in a second, so y'all make sure y'all get in that comment section so we can chop it up a little bit more. Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host Wayne. Talk sports, love sports, enjoy sports. We out.